What is up, Earthnoids and Spacenoids? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode, we're returning to Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt. Last time we learned of Zeon's Living Dead division, and Side 4's More Brotherhood, who was cutting off Zeon's supply lines. EO Fleming lost his gem, but he received the full armor Gundam. Some of the Federation is trying to set up EO for failure. This time, Daryl and EO will face off against one another. The Federation boards Zeon's Papua, and reinforcements finally come to the Thunderbolt sector. So let's get into this. The More Brotherhood are Federation soldiers from Side 4 fighting in Side 4. When conscripting soldiers, you don't want to take someone from Side 4 and have them fight on Earth. You have them fight for their lands. EO witnesses his father commit suicide. After this event, EO, Claudia, and Cornelius join the military. Cornelius wakes up EO from his nightmare. The song playing on the radio must have triggered this memory. Cornelius mentions that EO's dad used to sing this song. The Beehive receives 4 gun cannons, 20 gem cannons, 12 balls, 40 supply containers, and 40 reserve pilots. Even though the More Brotherhood monitors Side 4, their HQ is not located in the Thunderbolt sector. They are 2 hours out from a new mission, but Claudia is nowhere to be found. Many of the new pilots are still kids, and some are potential new types. EO is going to be their commander. He doesn't want to babysit kids. Jazzman goes to talk to Claudia, but he finds her getting high on tube drugs. I want some drugs from a tube. He gives her a good old bright slap. Claudia can't bear the weight of sending people out to their death. She understands why EO's dad killed himself. She thinks that EO is too arrogant and too dumb to realize he is being sent to his death daily, based on the nightmares. It is safe to assume that he is disassociating and going numb. I totally missed this nuanced moment in the OVA because when animated, that slap makes this serious moment very hilarious. It's almost like things are made for certain mediums. Back with the Living Dead team, everyone is celebrating Daryl becoming the pilot of the prototype, but everyone is bummed that he is now a meatbag with metal sticking out of him. He lets his comrades know that this was his choice. He also got a promotion to ensign. Sexton can tell that Daryl and Carla are getting close. He recognizes that this isn't love. This is pity, no different than Hoover. Daryl launches in the Psycho Zaku, the MS-06R, Zaku 2 high mobility type, reuse P device, aka Psycho Zaku, is a next generation prototype that utilizes the reuse P Psycho device. This connects to a human's limbs, which communicates to the drive system. This is designed to cut training costs for pilots, as the reuse P makes one proficient quickly. It requires one to be a quadruple amputee though. Daryl uses this for sniping, but it doesn't stop this unit from being very mobile. Weapons include a shoulder shield, a 120mm machine gun, a 280mm Zaku bazooka, a 360mm giant bazooka, a Sternfaust, a Heat Hawk, and a beam bazooka. It also has sub-arms and additional boosters. The captain salutes Daryl. He says, "I can't do that anymore." He and his team move out to protect the ship. Meanwhile, Cornelius is acting a little statutory if you ask me. EO briefs his team. They are to protect the full armor Gundam until they make it to the heart of the fleet. Then EO will do some full armor stuff. EO says, "So you signed up for this mission because you wanted the glory. Congratulations, that was propaganda to get fresh bodies." He doesn't talk down to them as he sees himself in the same light now. The musicians may change, but the music never stops. Drinks are on him if they come back alive. They all launch. The captain finally does some commanding. As they move in, Zeon snipers begin their attack. One Zeon sniper takes out a Magellan while thinking of his grandma's apple tart. The More Brotherhood spots the sniper and instantly swarms on him. He goes out swiftly. The Living Dead can take down a few, but the Feddies' numbers are so big that they will be taken out instantly. I'm just a ball. No, the sniper most certainly won't aim for me, the pilot thinks. Oh, poor thing. One man loses his cameras on his gun cannon. He hears screaming on the comms as Zeon snipes them one by one. The pilot realizes that he is the only one left and ejects his core block system, but is shot down by the sniper. JJ Sexton is vlogging about his time on the dried fish. He just wants to get himself and the data back to Side 3. Carla is going to man a turret. Now that the reuse P research is complete, she is useless to the Zeon's Academy of Sciences. She's also dead inside. She spots the Gundam hiding out on the colony debris. Carla fires, but she is too tense. The turret gunner next to her tells her to relax. Oh, you don't want to talk? It doesn't end well for people who talk. So anyways, the Gundam fires and takes out the gunner next to Carla. You shouldn't have talked. The dried fish takes cover behind the colony debris. As they move behind it, Full Armor Gundam moves in and shoots the bridge. All hands begin abandoning ship. Well, at least the captain can rest in peace. Dude looks like he was tweaking hard. It's probably all those tube drugs. Meanwhile, Daryl abandons his big gun. and moves in with the Psycho Zaku. He attacks the Beehive and 2 Magellans. Claudia tells everyone to abandon ship. She realizes that the bridge crew are all dead, but Graham is barely hanging in there. Graham blames the elite of Moore for doing all of this. In his dying breath, he shoots Claudia. The captain gets sucked out into space. The Fetties abandon the Beehive in space launches. One person on this ship is Cornelius. They send out an SOS. What's left of the Moore Brotherhood is running out of oxygen. Io and his squad has captured the dried fish, but some want to go regroup with the others. Io says that their battle isn't finished. He is waiting for Daryl. CPO Fisher Ness of Daryl's team crash lands on a nearby Musai. Reinforcements are on their way to help, but they might not make it in time. The new Gelgoos launch. The reinforcement fleet is the Siren Mobile Fleet under command of Commander Kleber. The flagship is a Chevet. The Thunderbolt Chevet has 10 triple-barreled anti-aircraft guns and twin anti-aircraft guns, 2 on each side of the bridge. An explosion goes off on the colony debris. Io and Daryl finally fight. We see Carla and Claudia's perspective. Carla wishes to see Daryl during the chaos, while Claudia, giving up on life as she drifts into space, pushes Io away for feeling nothing. Io unleashes a missile barrage, but Daryl is able to dodge the attack no problem. He is amazed as he has never experienced a mobile suit this responsive. The space launches can't wait for a rescue. Their only hope is to board the dried fish. Cornelius and some others move in on foot. Daryl hits the Gundam's head and takes out some of the sensors. He also dumps his extra fuel tanks and the two chase after one another. Most of the dried fish crew are dead. The Fetties split up. The Moore Brotherhood finds the remaining crew. Meanwhile, Carla and some others try to self-destruct the ship, taking out the Fetties with them. The space launches begin boarding the ship. They are almost out of air. Io is going so fast, he vomits from all the G's. While Cornelius is trying to reason with Zeon, a gem stabs through the hull of the ship with its beam saber and vaporizes the Zeon soldiers, with the exception of Carla. Cornelius was stalling while another paints a target, allowing the gem to know where to stab. The gem says, "Ooh, free human." Io purges the armor on the Gundam. He only has about 20 minutes of operation time left. A Federation fleet at GUNPLA Island gets a laser comm, informing them that the Thunderbolt sector has been cleared. They send in the 78th Army. The remaining Zeon soldiers begin fighting back. One soldier has a bomb in his fake leg. He detonates it and takes out the bilge of the ship. Cornelius and the others evacuate. I guess we're all running out of oxygen in the void of space. Daryl thinks about Carla. He also thinks about having limbs, arms, knees, thumbs. The Jazzman thrusts his beam saber into the Zaku. Io stabs the Zaku, but Daryl fires his Sternfaust. Both mobile suits are destroyed. Daryl gets out of his mobile suit. Io realizes he was defeated by a quadriplegic. The Gundam is surrounded by Gelgoogs. It is the Siren Mobile Fleet. They begin helping out survivors on both sides. The dried fish goes up in flames. Daryl is able to save Carla. If it weren't for Fisher, the living dead would no longer be living. Only 5% of them remain. Cornelius tells them that Claudia most likely went down with the Beehive. Zeon also takes his Gundam. Once Carla is healed, Zeon plans on mass-producing the reused P device. There will be more pilots like him. Everybody gets an amputation. The living dead are doing some naked torture on Io. Why is he naked? That is when Daryl pays him a visit. He knows that he is the son of the former leader of Moore. Io calls him a filthy cripple. He says that fighting him was the only time he felt alive. Is he getting turned on right now? This is exactly why you don't do naked torture. He says that they will meet again. Zeon approaches a Bawaku. The date is December 31st, UC 0079. Operation Star 1 is in full effect, and the Battle of Abawaku begins. A team takes out a Bigro, the MA-05 Bigro. Thunderbolt version is the earliest space-use mobile armor used by the Principality of Zeon. This was bigger than a mobile suit, but smaller than a cruiser, making it a nice middle ground for carrying supplies. It has a high generator output and is more than 18 times that of the Thunderbolt Zaku 2. This is designed for hit-and-run tactics. Weapons include a megaparticle cannon, a quadruple missile launcher on each side, and claw arms. The Fetty who takes out the Bigro is Bianca Carlisle. The battle continues. On the battlefield is also a Psychomu System Zaku. The MSN-01 Psychomu System Zaku is a new type mobile suit developed by Zeon. This has rocket thrusters in place of legs. Its only weapons are the 2 wired 5-barrel megaparticle cannon in each unit's hand. Missiles attack a Bawaku, setting the asteroid on fire. They then launch the Gundam Head Squad. And that will do it for this episode. We have finished the first arc of Thunderbolt. Io is driven by defeating Daryl. I would be mad too if I lost to a wheelchair kid. Carla is completely dead inside and was willing to throw it all away. Or I guess, blow it all away? Next time, the raid on Nabawaku continues. They learn that Zeon was mass-producing a Psychomu mobile suit. Daryl joins the battle in a Gelgoog, and Io makes his escape. And he's still naked, but that will do it for now, new types. Remember to commit torture with clothes on. Peace.